Alright, when you are ready, please introduce yourself, introduce your own, give me a countdown for the timer, and we'll get started.
Brilliant, no problem. Okay, so hello everyone. I am Viper, or Viper UK, or Viper Races, whichever one you want to call me. This is the House of the Dead 4, the fourth game in the House of the Dead series, notorious for its bad voice acting and its rail shooting mechanics. We're going to be playing this on a PS3. I have a PlayStation Move controller in the machine gun peripheral, which is very, very cool, and I absolutely personally love this. And we're going to be playing this through on the very easy difficulty, just the original game. There's no special mode or anything like that we're going to be playing through today, although that is about a 5-minute peripheral in the mods itself. But for this one, I'm just going to do the original game. Yeah, the estimate's about 30-35 minutes. We should be under that, give or take. Just got to quickly mention straight off the bat, we are playing on very easy difficulty with 1 life and on free play. I'll explain why when we get into the run. But if we're ready on time, which I believe we are, I'll give Tech a countdown and we'll begin. So if Tech is ready on the countdown, I'll let you go in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so the whole idea of the game is that it's set in 2003, 3 years after the House of Dead 2. We've got Kate Green and it's James, I forget what it's called, James something. But James is actually one of the main protagonists from House of Dead 2. So immediately we're going to get out of the elevator here, and there's going to be zombies everywhere. A lot of this will just be involving shooting and all that sort of thing. I am going to probably collect a few things here, and yeah, we'll go from there. This game also utilises the shake mechanic. If you play this game in the arcades, then you'll know exactly what I'm on about. Basically, in the arcades, you have a shake mechanic. We're going to use a grenade here. Clear these zombies straight away. When it says please wait, there's nothing I can really do. I have to wait. So I'm going to use another grenade here when these guys break through. So I have to be careful here. That I actually do that quite well. So what I'm going to do here as well is I'm going to use set grenades here, and hopefully we can clear a load of these guys. I don't know how many will clear, but yeah, it's we'll be able to get rid of these guys here. We've got big guys coming through as well, and the big guys are actually a pain. Some of them will stand there and everything, others less so. But yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to take a few deaths over here and there. This is literally to actually speed things up a little bit. So I'm going to use a grenade there, and what we're going to do is I'm going to let this happen. Basically, I'm going to let these guys jump on me and try and kill me, because what's going to happen now is we're going to have our 3 grenades are going to come back. Now, the problem is here, I can throw a grenade if I so desire, but I don't find it to be much faster. Here, however, well, you can see here it clears them out very nicely. And I'm going to throw another grenade here, and there you go. So these guys are going to smash through this roof here. We're going to use another grenade to clear these guys out. What I do want to do is make sure that I refresh my... basically refresh my grenades before I enter the boss fight, because if I enter the boss fight, what will happen is my well, yeah, I'll enter the boss fight and I'll need a full set of grenades. So get rid of these guys here very, very quickly, nice and easy. Now I can get a health bar here. I'm gonna not do that. What I want to do here is I want to make sure that one of these zombies gets me. So I want to shoot Heathers so he can hit me up. There we go. Now, ideally I wanted one of the other zombies, but that's fine. Now we've got this elevator hall here. Immediately, I've got to shake loose, and what we're going to do here is immediately skip a few things that just happened. So basically there's this big monster thing that's going to run after us. Now I'm going to need to shoot him, but grenades are a much faster kill. So we're going to end up having... it's going to be a very quick boss fight. A lot of these boss fights will be quick. So what we're going to do is, again, shake them to get them off us. That'll get rid of him. Now I do need to shoot him at least twice. So unfortunately, because of how it is, it's like I need to make sure that we get them. Now we've gone this way. Now I've got to make sure that I wait. There you go. I have to make sure that what happens is that he's chasing me and that he's covering his face. If he's not covering his face, like that, then he won't get me. So using that to speed this boss fight up. There we go. And that gets rid of the boss, and that's the end of stage 1. Nice and easy. So like I said, the combination of grenades and dying deliberately to try and to replenish said grenades is what's going to make this run a lot faster. So we're going to actually have a couple of things. So we've got out of the tunnels, or we're going through into the sewer system. Immediately we've run into a new kind of enemy. So you can see here that the zombies have made their way into the tunnels. You can actually shoot them and get 3 points, get free score, which is really nice. So one of the things that this game does do, you'll see on the top left corner, above where it says P1, well, player 1, is that it has like a rating sort of thing. So basically you'll have like a score that ranges from like good to okay to perfect to fantastic. The idea is to be as accurate as possible, and the game will tell you how, if you're being accurate, it'll tell you that you're doing well. You can see here that it'll be like, okay, I'm apparently not doing so well, but it doesn't really matter. But it does have a ranking system. If you get higher than, I think it's a B onwards, you get a free life. Now, we aren't personally bothered about getting free lives. This is the reason why we're also doing what we're doing. So there is actually one of the things I do need to get here. See if I can get it, would be nice. Can I get it? No, I can't. That's a shame. Missed that. We're going to go left down the stairs. And there's going to be a zombie here, or 2. What we're going to do here is, as we go down here, we're going to make sure we use the grenades to get rid of them. So one of these guys here, wait till they all get up, and hopefully I can get this. Not quite how I wanted to get it, but it's fine. If I turn around now, there's going to be a guy like that. We're going to use that as basically, we use it as a get out of jail free card. So we're going to use this to get rid of the zombies and go from there, nice and easy. There's also a guy here, or a few zombies that are going to come in through here. The zombies can actually hide behind corners and stuff like that. Ideally, we want to make sure that that doesn't happen. You can see here, it's like, what the heck? It's this guy here, so we're going to use a grenade here to get rid of him. Again, we'll use a lot of different ways of clearing the guys out. Now, you can actually shoot that lock on the right-hand side, and the lock will make things a lot easier. There we go. Grenades again. Nice and easy. So I can actually use this here to clear him. Nice and easy. There's this one guy here that he will never ever not die, I'll be honest. So what we've got to do here is quickly go through here, blow these guys away. You can actually throw a grenade at the door and that will get rid of them fairly easy. So that's how you get rid of those guys. Literally what goes up must come down. Get rid of them as well. So luckily a lot of these guys will be killed off fairly easy. A lot of this now will just be cutscene stuff, so we'll immediately shake around everything. If you're arachnophobic like I am, you probably won't like what you're about to see next. A zombified spider. I'll just explain that one. How that works, I don't know. But, yeah. Zombie plus spider? Yeah, I don't like this. Me being arachnophobic myself, I take a great pleasure in killing this. I think it's called Empress or something, I can't remember. So then it has this quick, like, middle phase where you have to kill all of its spiders, all the mini spiders. You can actually shoot its legs here, which is actually taking some damage off it. What I can also do here is use this to take some of its health down. So you can see here that even though I've shot it a little bit, it's actually been able to take some health off it. So I've actually got to make sure that I'm not actually I'm not shooting too bad. Now this one's about accuracy more than anything else, but the thing is that these legs will get in the way, and they are an absolute certified pain. You can actually start shooting before the game allows you to, before it brings up the health bar. So you'll see me get D's and C's, and it won't matter too much. The game will insult you for it, to say like, you suck, you need to get better. But this is all part of it. This is all part of the plan. So that is stage 2 done and dusted. One of the things I will mention about the story is where it fits in. So the game fits in, it comes in 3 years after. This takes place 3 years after the House of Dead 2. The reason why it's not after House of Dead 3 is because House of Dead 3 takes place in 2019. Back then it was a wild time, I suppose, for video games. But yeah, House of Dead 3 takes place in 2019, and basically that takes place well in the future. All the other games that come out following House of Dead 4, apparently, so Scarlet Dawn, which was the last one I think it was, that took place in the House of Dead universe, was yeah, it was an interesting time, that's for sure. Also, these guys show up, so there'll be a fair few people. You'll see me take a different path as well, so this will be interesting. So we're at a train station at the minute. So one of the things it says here is, should we take the escalator or go the other way? We have to wait for this. So we wait for that to pull us in. And roll them in there. I'll get rid of that. So this guy's just been sat on the toilet because, you know, why not? There is a problem here, which is these guys on the floor, they like to jump up. If you're not careful, you can't. I'm fairly certain you can kill these guys up here, but they just show up anyway. The guys with the swords, they're actually guys that you've seen before. So unfortunately, I wanted to use a grenade there, but I couldn't. I forgot. I didn't have a grenade. You've got the left or the right side. We go down the right because, well, we're on the right side. The funny thing is, you can just spray fairly easily. What I do want to do is I want to make sure that I am spraying a lot, but also making sure that I don't pick up any health items because it is easy to do. There's a health there. There you go. We've got our grenades again. We need them grenades. The grenades are very vital. This one. There we go. Also, trains here. London Underground. Apparently the game's based around London sort of inspiration. It's really friggin' weird, to be honest. Also, we've got on the train and immediately this thing's chasing us. So, to make things even worse, there's zombies on this train, and we have to get rid of the zombies as well. That's not only our worst problem. Our worst problem is this. Look to the right. Oh my god. There's zombies on that train. Yeah. So yeah, you clear all the zombies out. You don't have to, but you can do. So the thing is this boss, if you play the game in the arcade, this boss will kill you 10 times out of 10. I guarantee it. The reason I say 10 times out of 10 is not just because I died a lot on it. It seems like the game is completely against you. So when the game's set up for arcades, it's obviously got a difficulty. Obviously, because I'm playing on the easiest difficulty, it means that, well, beating this guy will be a piece of cake. But on the arcade, I believe the game's set to normal difficulty, so bosses take more punishment, and unless you're playing, in my opinion, playing solo, it can be done. You can beat the game solo. I have done it. It cost me 10 quid, but I got there. Whereas in the whereas, you know, if you've got two-player, two-player makes it a lot easier. I know that there are a few games that don't allow you to, you know, they don't allow you to play a few things, but here we go. So we're going to throw a grenade at him here. That will get rid of him. So what I did there, this is another reason why I kept the grenades, or got the grenades when I did, is because one of the things that happens is that the grenades are actually really useful to kill that boss. Same with, like, so obviously you saw me use the grenades to kill the first boss. You saw me use the grenades to kill that first boss, and then again there. That made it a lot better. So, Chapter 4, Despair. The funny thing is about this one, so there is actually a game which Broken Hyperlink, who's my partner, who a game that she runs, and the music that you can hear now is actually in the Java game of Sonic and I think it's like, is it Sega and Sonic All Stars? She'll know which one it is. She runs the Java version, and they actually have a race around. It's called Curian Mansion in the game, and it's actually kind of interesting because it's like the music is from the House of Dead 4. So yeah, it's pretty good. I quite enjoy it. Also, I'm gonna throw. There we go. I don't think it actually did much, that one. It killed some zombies. There we go. So I use that to kill these guys fairly quickly. There is a few problems with this one. There we go. So this entire level, basically once you get outside to here, is taking on this thing. This is called Temperance. Now, why the tattoos and also damn them jiggle physics though. Yeah, this guy just takes punishment like you wouldn't believe. Like, he literally just stands there. You can shoot him all you want. He takes no health. You can see here the boss life is that he just doesn't, like, it just doesn't matter. It just really doesn't matter for him. There we go. So yeah, he'll keep chasing you with his, and trying to roll into you and everything like that. Eventually you figure out how to get rid of him. There we go. So now, once we've done that, you just you can still shoot and everything. Also, James, what is that? Let's use that. It's a clock. Apparently they don't know what a clock is. So obviously we've got zombies in here as well, so it's like zombie level within a boss fight, as you know. So whilst we're up here, he's outside. There you go. So that's one of two. His second one is a pain. There we go. There we go. Get rid of him there. So we'll get the bell there. You can actually get a full score on the bell. You can also use that as well to get rid of a few things. There we go. Get rid of them. Now, what we've got to do is make sure that that lever moves. There you go. And that gets rid of him. And that's the end of him. It lands on his head, it bonks him on the head, there you go. Also, accuracy, 69%. Nice. I knew I'd get that one day. I just didn't know when. Today of all days to get it. Very nice. You couldn't write that. Nice. You could not write that. I didn't expect to get that. So, yeah.
And guess what? We're only £30 away. We're only a £30 donation away from £69. Nice. You know, just saying.
So because this was taken, the story picks up 3 years after. I never knew this because I didn't really pay too much attention to the music in House of the Dead 2. But the music you can hear playing now is a remix of the music from the House of the Dead 2. I think it's one of the levels. I think it's like one of the final levels in the game, which is also what this is supposed to be. So there is something here as well, which is that these guys here, they're supposed to be like special agents or something. And there's a guy here that we're going to immediately go for. This guy here. Because if you hold this, he's able to, yeah. You're able to do a few things, let's just say that. You can easily pick something up, I don't know what it is. There we go. A lot of things happen at the same time, it's like, oh dear. Unfortunately, I can't really get a good shot on these guys, but it's fine. Now, bear in mind, as I said before, James is from House of Dead 2, so he's like, this hasn't changed much since the last time. So here's a fun bit. So you're coming up here, it's like, oh look, a zombie here. Apparently it can drive. Apparently it can't. That was actually quite good. Quite happy with that. It's a good grenade. Very nice. Oh dear. So we're going to make sure that we... There we go. We have a grenade here. There we go. Get rid of them guys. Very nice. So we're back here. This building looks familiar. And you know what it is. If you don't, this is the Goldman building. So the main villain out of House of Dead 2 is called Goldman. And yeah, basically, we're back at his building again. And events really repeat themselves. And also, that's a line that is said, I think it was James that said it in House of Dead 2. So this is what's supposed to be magician sort of thing. He's not actually a magician, he's called the Star. But yeah, Star is an absolute pain to kill. He will really try to kill you. It's not great, but yeah, all I've got to do is just keep attacking him. Didn't actually want that, but that's fine. No problem. I've got grenades, it's fine. We can work it out, it's fine. There we go. There we go, and one more. There we go. Yeah, there we go. So that gets rid of him. We'll sort him out. That gets rid of a knock around of the magician. Like I said, he's called the Star, I believe. So he's supposed to, I thought he was supposed to be like a newer version of magician, but he's not. Also, this is chapter 6, Hope, and this is where we're at now. We have to climb up the Goldman building after all this time. Whilst all this is going on, by the way, this is apparently what Goldman has been up to. He's been resurrecting the dead. So what I need to do here is to make sure... There we go. We're all good. They'll smash up through the floor here. There we go. These guys do disappear, which is a bit daft, but it's just what happened. The thing is, these guys are in metal suits as well, so it can be a bit daunting. Also, apparently we're not going to make it. I think we are going to make it, personally. Now, if you've not died at all on this one, apparently you can actually get a room on the left-hand side there. You can see here that we've actually got the 3 grenades again. This is because we're going to take on the world, and it has 2 phases. So we're going to make sure we take this thing out. So what I've got to do now is just aim for its chest. There we go. It has 2 phases, all I've got to do is just aim for it. So what happens here is I've got to make sure that I... There we go. Right, I've got its first phase done. So it comes back again, except it's even weaker now. Yeah, time is going to be when I get rid of it. So yeah, time will be coming up shortly. It'll be when I get a cutscene change. Actually, no, it'll be when I fire it. There we go. Quite yet. Time coming up. It'll be time. Whew. Whew. Blimey. Took a while. Ah, man. And that's the end of that. Oh my god. Whew. Hurt my wrist, that one. Blimey. Yeah, that is the end of him. Although he does regenerate again, and you think, oh no, it's a 3rd phase. At which point, this is the ending.
Very good. Right, final time. What was it again? 25:47.
That was remarkably good. I'd have to have a look at that, actually. If that was the time I thought it was. You give me a quick second, I'll have a look. What's the intro, outro's playing?
James, what should I do?
What was the time again? Sorry,
25:47.
Not bad. I mean, my PBs are 24:36, but then you knock about 20 seconds off that time because the time starts when you start moving on the game. So probably a early mid 25-ish. That's still pretty good, I think, given the estimate. Also, we got an ending, which I'm going to quickly skip over so we get the ending. So there are several endings that you can get.
There is one thing I forgot. The human race has not been eliminated. Travel north. Hope is such a splendid thing.
So the funny thing is, I don't get that ending very often. But basically that shows that Goldman, he had more than we thought. He was infected himself. Yeah. So it's not often that I get that. But yeah, average agent. Yeah, doesn't matter. But yeah, that is the end of the House of Dead 4. And we get the game over as well. Yeah, that was quite intense actually. It was quite intense through that. But yeah, feel free to give this game a try. You can actually get this game on, I think it's called Techno Pirate, which is an arcade emulator. You are allowed to do runs of it via the emulator, I believe. So if you wish to do so, you can do. There is also, so on the PS3 version, which is what this is, This includes House Dead 4, and if you beat the game, you get the House Dead 4 SP, which is the special cabinet. The cabinet itself is quite rare. I think it's in Japan still, but very rarely can you find it. And basically, the SP version of the game takes place after the House of Dead 4. So when you beat House of Dead 4, you saw James eliminate himself and everything. And Kate was left. She walked away. Well, House of Dead 4 SP carries the story on as to what happens after James dies and everything like that. So yeah, it's only like a 5-minute speedrun, but you can actually do. There's a speedrun for the House of Dead 4 and then the House of Dead 4 SP or Special. They're separated into different categories on the House of Dead 4 leaderboard. So you've got the original and then there's the SP one. The SP one for me is more like a special that you can show off because it has some nice, not Easter eggs, but like some nice surprises in the game. So yeah, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed that, and yeah, I'll let you take it away. I'll let Sim take it away.
All right, well, thank you very much for that run. We'll see another run from Viper in a few moments because we do have a Victory Heat Rally All Races run, which is going to take place. It's scheduled to take place in about 5 minutes or 10 minutes time, but we're just going to do a quick setup first before we get onto that run. But don't forget, we are of course doing this as a charity event for Everyone Can. If you would like to donate on Twitch, type !donate in the chat. That'll bring the link to the donation page up there. Or on YouTube, there is a link down in the description below where you can go to the donation page, and on the donation page you can put your donation in, and you can also select an incentive and a poll option that you would like to donate, put your donation towards as well. Importantly, however, there is a Lord of the Rings character choice poll, which still is tied at £5 each towards Aragorn and Legolas. If you'd like to see a particular character on there and make sure there's not a tie by the time the run comes round, then be sure to put your donation towards that as well. It does not cost anything extra, it's just that your donation will just add to that tally, and then by the time that run rolls around, we'll be able to. We'll know what the choice of character will be. The current running total for Everyone Can is £39. That's the total you see on screen. But when you do put a donation in, we do retain 10% of all donations, but that is already factored into the donation total you see on screen. So that is the total we'll eventually be donating to Everyone Can. At the end of the marathon, once everything has been processed on our end. But there's also the option to add the 10% donation fee to your donation as well. So, thank you, Viper, for that run. We will be shortly going over to your Victory Heat Rally All Races run. We'll put the intermission screen on briefly so that we can set that up. But have you got any final things you'd like to say before we finish?
No, not really. Just a case of getting self set up for Victory Heat Rally and... yeah, maybe just a quick shout out to the House Dead community. I know that there's a lot of people in that community now, and it's actually quite a close knit community. I'll be honest. They managed to get some of the voice actors from the games, especially the new ones, to do like signed postcards and giveaways. I think they even had like something called the Marathon of the Dead last year, which was quite impressive, given that there's not too many games in the series. Although when you really look into the series, there's a lot more than you think. But anyway. I digress. Yeah, just a big shout out to the House Dead community.
Excellent. Well, we'll see you in 5 minutes on InstaSpeedathon 2026, but sure, we'll see House of Dead 4 again at some point, hopefully at the future event as well.